हो गया ना टेक ऑफ
भैया
हाँ
इजीली ही हो गया
ना
बस सेफली लैंड करा दे बस Hey all, what's up and how are you? We are in Bir. So straight from Dharmashala we came to Bir, and from Bir, actually Bir consists of 2 points. Billing is a takeoff site, Bir is a landing site. These two are the most important points here, and rest are all monasteries and cafes. So we decided we want to do a little bit of off-beating with the villages around Bir. So we are right now in a very beautiful small village called Gunehel. And this is the stay we are staying at. So this is one of the stays suggested by our friends, and I would definitely suggest this because this would give you such a peaceful vibe. So it's kind of a duplex small villa, and the view from here, oh my god, is breathtaking. You got to see the view that I'm getting to see. Actually, there is a hill right behind us, and there is a hill all around, and there is also a river flowing down there, so we are able to hear that river flow sound, which is very soothing, I would say. So the river is somewhere down there. There is also a way to trek towards the river somewhere from towards the right here, and if you see, there are tents available as well for camping. Today we decided we'll take a scooty for rent and roam around to see the monasteries and the cafes. And then in the evening we're going to do an adventure which we are going to share you right after the adventure. I think you must be knowing it already. You know what's the adventure which is very famous in Bir. So actually we thought we will go to the waterfalls, the hidden gem here. But then we understand that's a bit adventurous. You know, you have to go up a mountain and come down a mountain, and there is no proper trekking trail there. And after that, you have to like hop onto stones and whatnot to reach there. I understand the vision is very great, but however, considering it's a big 3-week plan, we didn't want it to get into that risk because we're anyways doing something else riskier in the evening. So by the time we decided, it's already past 11 a.m. So we want to head out as soon as possible, cover as much as possible, and then try to capture as much footage as possible.
So we had our breakfast and we headed towards the hidden waterfall first because we wanted to see how it looks like, at least from far away, and that is kind of a kilometer away from where we were staying. On the way towards here, in the left side, there is a cafe called Her Cafe, and they have the most authentic Himachali food available. Do try if you happen to visit there. So yeah, we go towards this way, and once we reach there, there are people, guides available, so they would come towards us asking for help. And if you wish to go, I would suggest please go with a guide because that is not an easy route. As you can see, there is no road available here, but we can still manage with a two-wheeler until a point, like this point. After this, we will have to start our trek. As you see, the guide already started walking towards us. But we decided because we have another adventure today, we thought we will let go off of this one for now. So he was asking us, and we said no. But however, if you see, there is a very tiny blue hut over there, a tent hut. So you'll have to go until that point, and from there you have to go down the hill, and then there is a river. So it's all a whole situation going together there. And if you see, there is a small house, a single small house amidst this big mountain, which is like so far away from where we were, and we were wondering who would stay there, like just one single home. Wouldn't they be like afraid in the night? however. So we saw that and we decided, okay, let's go back to explore a bit more. So we turned backwards, and if you see this Gunehar village is all like mostly made of small mud houses, but there are like little good buildings happening now. I think they are also looking for tourist development or something, so they were building all homestays and hotels for people to stay. I would say this is a very nice offbeat staycation place for, say, let's like 2 to 3 days or something. So every house is like far away from each other, and they all have like their blissful time. Most of them are like, I think, the mountain shepherds. We also saw that there is one school. We were able to listen to students. There is also one bungee jumping here, amidst one near one bridge, but we decided not to go there as well. And so we are going uphill now because we have to go back to Bir from Gunehar. So basically, the hill which takes you to the takeoff point from the landing site, that's almost like 14 kilometers up tall. And after 7 kilometers, we take a diversion to come to Gunehar. So that is almost on the way while you go from landing to the takeoff point. This how it looks like. This all feels like we are not in India or maybe in some Switzerland, countryside place or something. This is that beautiful, but yeah, trust me, Himachal Pradesh has the most scenic views that I've seen. Yeah, so we go through this route for almost a 7 kilometer, and then we reach the main beer point. So we went there. We decided what to do. So we did a little bit of hopping here and there. The landing site has like a whole big lane of cafes. You can actually have a nice time during the sunset. So what you can do is maybe go to the paragliding around post lunch, finish it off, and come down by the time of sunset. Sit there on the landing site because a lot of people were sitting there on the landing site to enjoy the sunset. Have fun. There will be a little bit of snacks like bhel or chaat available. You can have that and enjoy your sunset on the landing site. And once the sunset is done, it's all going to be like colorful lights on the lane. So you can walk around the lane and see whichever cafe is best for you, or you may also do the cafe hopping. So that's how we spent our evening there. And this is the main Bir area, if you can see. So this area consists of mostly homes as well as homestays. We were also able to see a bit of few big hotels, but I would say, when you come here, this kind of a place, staying in a homestay would give you that original authentic feeling than staying in a hotel. But yeah, totally up to your comfort. So we were passing through, and actually we planned to do like a day tour and then go to the paragliding by the time of sunset. However, by the time we were having lunch, the paragliding guy called us, and he said like, looks like the weather is gonna go down, so it's better. He suggested us to start ASAP. So we had our lunch and then right away headed to the paragliding point. So this is how beautiful the homestays look like here. These are all cute little places. And as we drive through the Bir, we will be able to see one or the other paragliding happening on the air there. And that looks all very colorful. So we passed through, and we were able to see like very good scenic views and good homestays and homes and whatnot. So this is one of the famous monasteries in Bir. This is called the Deer Park Monastery. This is not like as big as when we went the yesterday's one, but here they do have like a lot of workshops available, weekly workshops, monthly workshops. They also do have stays available, so you can book the stays in advance in order to attend the workshops, and most of the workshops are based on meditation, yoga, and they also do have other stuff. They have a library. They also had like very small market over there in a room, and it had like the most cute gifts available. So I did collect a couple for my friends. And yeah, inside this is the monastery. I'm not sure why did they call it the deer park though, because I was not able to see any deers over there. Maybe there is a little bit of park behind which I didn't go to. But yeah, this is how the Deer Park Institute looks like. So this is, a very tiny place inside. It's small, but however, it was very, very peaceful. I sat there for a few minutes and I felt blissful. After this, we head backwards. After this, we went back to have our lunch. As I said, as we were having lunch, is when the person called us to, get started as soon as possible. So we had our lunch at one of these cafes near the landing site, and the paragliding guys usually have their, small offices at the landing site. So we had our lunch, and immediately it was just half a kilometer away. So we went to the office of where we booked for the paragliding. So there were two pilots and one driver, and two of us, me and my husband, all of us went in a vehicle to the Bir Billing point, which is the takeoff point. So as you can see, it's a very beautiful hill. The view from the hill is also very beautiful, and this is the top of the hill, which is the Billing point. There were a couple of outlets, maybe for quick snacks or something, and I did the paragliding once in Kullu before, but this is huge. As you see, like there is this open mountain top that you can see here, which is like, it feels like on the top of the world. But in Kullu, it was a little not too open like this. The hills are all crowded nearby. I was looking at that person who just flying off, and I'm like, oh my god, will I be able to do this? Because when I have done this in Kullu, I actually have fallen down, and the pilot had to drag me in order for us to fly in the air. So I'm a little like, I have that phobia now that, oh my god, will I be able to fly now, or will I fall down here? If I fall down here, there is no going back. So yeah, my pilot was talking to me. He was giving me all the instructions. I don't know, I was a bit tensed here, but yeah, but it went well. The takeoff is very easy. Actually, the takeoff, the second step of mine, we were in the air already. I didn't even realize that. I thought maybe I have to like run for 15 steps and 20 steps down the hill, but this is easy. It just happened in a second, and I was literally very tensed, and I couldn't control my tension. So I was continuously talking to the pilot over there. I don't know what I spoke to him. I was just asking all different sorts of questions, and he was talking to me. However, simultaneously, I was enjoying the view as well. So you will be able to see like many villages down there, Bir, as well as the surrounding villages. That and if you see, the backside is all hills. It was very beautiful. Oh my god, watching this now, actually this feels very funny because my Hindi is not that great. I can just manage few words here and there. I don't know what I was blabbering to him. I was asking him all different, bullshit questions, but he was patient enough with me. There's no wonder why they call Bir the world's second best point for paragliding, and I can clearly see the point here. It's really, really beautiful. It's seamless, and any beginner can go there. I would definitely suggest you guys trying your paragliding here. I was explaining to him how my experience was in Kullu, that I had to run down the hill so much that I've fallen down. But here it was very different. Within seconds we were in the air, and he was explaining me how the weather also makes the difference sometimes. Even in Bir, I think in few seasons it's little different, and few seasons it's very good. So it all depends on the weather, the air, and all of that. This is the vision you get to see from the top while you're flying. You can see like a lot of villages, there is greenery, there is homes in between, and that vision is like scenic. That's like very serene. I just enjoyed it.
2 meters के height पे
अच्छा
like that करना है. Okay, stand up. Stand up.
ouch okay
Ooh, that's one seamless landing again there. And I landed first, and I was waiting for my husband for more than 10 minutes. So I sat down there. There are a lot of people who were learning how to do the paragliding. So I was able to sit, and their coaches were explaining them how to do stuff, and I was actually observing all of that. So the training for this is around 40K, and they would take a week or something of training days, and once they are certified then you can go like solo paragliding, uh, which I think I can never do, but yeah, brave souls out there, you can go and try. That could be a good hobby. So there is like one cafe on the exactly on the landing site, on the garden. However, if you go onto the road and enter the lane, there are a lot of cafes. And if you see how they're trying to run, this is how the training goes on. I must say they're very tough. And the sunset hour has come, and by the way my husband also has come, so we sat there for the sunset. We tried a time lapse of it. I know the camera could capture only 10% of it maybe, but yeah, in live it was very very beautiful. So we sat there for an hour or so to enjoy the sunset. During the day, we also have been to another monastery in there, which is the Chokling Monastery. This is also kind of a big one, and when we went inside, we saw that I think there has been a ritual event that happened that day. It's a big hall, and a lot of people sat there and were doing something, and then they started cleaning it off and all. There was a small cafe as well outside near the parking place, and we saw that a lot of monks were sitting there and having fun, chilling, playing carom board. Yeah, this is the hall that I was telling that they had some rituals happened. Um, it must have been very good. And these are the stupas. I think they are under maintenance or something. But it's a very big place, and a peaceful place too. I felt like sitting there and meditating for a while, but yeah, we clicked a couple of pictures. We've also seen a very handsome, beautiful Simba there. He was a dog, and he was ferocious to look at. And this is the landing site. right after the sunset, if you see, there were people standing on the rooftops for the sunset, and this is definitely one of the best sunsets that we have seen. And as I was mentioning, after the sunset, once we go back towards the lane, you will be able to see like colorful lightning cafes all happening. This is a good time for a cafe hopping right after the sunset. And by the time we wanted to go back to our place, it's very dark, and I must say there are no street lights or something on the hill that we have to travel the 7 kilometers to reach Gunahir. I was a little scared, but it was all good. So yeah, that's how we ended the day. Please like, share and subscribe.